Hi, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. So I don't normally do a lot of sit down videos, but this one I really wanted to do because it's just something that I didn't really have a lot of warning about when I was pregnant and postpartum was rough. Everyone that I talked to was like, I guess you forget when you have a baby how much it hurts after the baby comes. Speaking of baby, I'm trying to record a video. But anyway, so I wanted to put together a little video and a kit for postpartum necessities because all these things really help me out. And the hospital does give you stuff, but you obviously, that runs out at some point and you need more. And I thought it was a perfect opportunity because one of my good friends, Morgan, is actually pregnant and she is due at the end of November. Her baby shower is in September. I unfortunately can't make it, but I'm going to send her this kit that I'm making of all the postpartum essentials that she needs because I noticed her register didn't have anything for herself on there, and I really just feel like everyone needs to know that you need all this stuff postpartum. I know people know it, but until you're living it, you're like, wow, I'm in pain. So these are a few things that I definitely need. Oh, these are all the things that I definitely use postpartum. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it and show you everything that I got and how I'm putting it in the kit for her. Before I get into it, I just want to preface this and say I am going to be talking about vagina and all of that situation. So if you don't want to hear about that, just don't watch this video. But we're talking about postpartum, and that is the main thing here. Anyway, so first category, because there's a few different like random items I'm throwing into. So when you first come home from the hospital and you just had a baby, this is all vaginal birth, by the way. I don't have any experience in C-section, just vaginal birth. So basically when you're in the hospital, the nurses kind of tell you how to take care of yourself and what to do. But then you get home and you're like, oh my God, this is overwhelming. So peeing alone in the hospital took me forever because I got the epidural, which means I had a catheter put in. And I didn't pee like all day. And the nurses had to sit with me and wait for me to pee, and I couldn't. I think they were waiting in there with me for like 30 minutes, and I couldn't. So they came back and we did it later. But literally, people watching you, it's like, it makes it even worse. But anyway, so they basically tell you how to prep your situation and all that stuff. So when you finally pee, you don't want to wipe with tissue because you don't want to wipe. So you don't want to wipe with tissue after you pee. What you're going to want to do before you even sit down to go to the bathroom is you're going to get your peri bottle, which is an upside down bottle, and you're going to fill this up with warm water, and you're also going to put a little bit of baby soap in there. I just got this kit because it had everything, but you're going to put baby soap in there so it's like, you know that it's clean, just a little bit, and warm water. So after you pee, you're going to spray yourself with the peri bottle, and it's going to feel so good because it hurts down there. It hurts. So, peri bottle with a little soap, warm water. After you pee, that's what you use. Then, to dry yourself off, you're going to use washcloths. I always got mine wet with warm water as well, just because it feels really good, and that's just how it was. So I got a 6-pack of washcloths for her because it's just really easy to leave in the bathroom. You can warm it when you're filling up your peri bottle. So after you pee, you peri bottle, then you pat with a washcloth. And then once you have done all that, for your underwear situation, I loved these Frida Mom postpartum underwear. The boy short briefs fit me a lot better. They have a C-section one that's more like underwear, and I did try those as well, but my thighs were too big, so I had to like rip them open. I know. So I use these, and these you can actually reuse. use and wash them when you pull the pad out, if the pad doesn't rip a lot of it off. But these are the best. I literally swear by these. The ones they give you in the hospital are okay too, but these just make you feel, I just felt a lot better with this. So you get one of these, and then I found that these pads, these flex foam pads, I put this in my underwear, and it was very, very good, well soaked. When you leave the hospital, they give you those big pads, and that's good for like the first few days, but then you're going to want to switch to this just because it's smaller, and they fit really well with these underwear. So that's for peeing, and that's how it worked well for me. Oh, I forgot a few things. So after you put the pad on the underwear, you're still going to be burning down there. So this is what they taught me in the hospital. You get these hemirodal pads, basically witch hazel pads, and you put these on the pad before you lift your panties up. Before you lift the disposable underwear up. And so that way they're like, it's like there for your vagina. It's a cooling sensation and it feels great. You can also, you lay these on there, and then you also spray some of this Dermablast pain and itch burn on there, and that also feels really good. So you're basically sitting in this, and it's very helpful because these are kind of cold and it just feels a lot better. They also sell the pads that have the cooling effect on them, so it's like cold and you're like basically sitting on like a cold compress kind of thing. But I tried those and I didn't like them because it just felt like I was wearing like a full diaper because it's like a big pad. So I didn't like them, and they never stuck right to the underwear. So you can get this from the hospital too. I did not include these in this kit just because I didn't use the ones that I got. So disposable underwear pad, witch hazel pad, and then spray your underwear with this, and it feels a lot better. And yeah, that's what they taught me in the hospital, and I really liked how that was because I was in a lot of pain when I got home, just to be honest. That first week is very rough. In general, it's rough, but on the vagina, it was rough too. Okay, that's the last of the vagina conversation. Now, you are going to be scared to poop. That is just how it is. It's a scary thing, especially if you almost tore to your butthole. It is not, just the thought of it is terrifying. So I hadn't pooped in like a week, and I really needed to because I just needed to. You know, sometimes whatever. You just needed to. So I got a laxative and a stool softener because you don't want it to be pooping yourself, and your poop is hard, you know? So I got this. It's 2-in-1. It is a stool softener and laxative. I took this, and it took like 12 hours, and then I went to the bathroom, and it was the best thing ever. I took it again, and it works. So I included this in this kit just because it's definitely a necessity. I needed it. I had to go to the store and get it, but I wish I had it already. So definitely a good thing. I love all this, by the way. Okay. I think that's all bathroom talk for now. I'm also going to include a few random things that I needed postpartum that no one really said, not to do with vagina or poop. Okay? So, first thing, coconut oil. I use this for lubing up my pump. The pump, I forgot what it's called. Pump phalanges, I think they're called. Because when you have a pumping bra on and then the pumping parts, they rub against your boob and it hurts, but this definitely feels so much better. Let me pause and get my child. So coconut oil definitely help with pumping, and I know my friend Morgan plans to breastfeed/pump, so I definitely consider that a necessity for her. And then another thing is a pack of newborn onesies. I was a big baby and I am from a family of very big babies, so I was expecting to have a very large baby at birth. He was only 6 pounds 6 ounces, so he was tiny, tiny, tiny. I had no newborn clothes, and I only had 0 to 3 months. So I needed newborn clothes. I actually needed preemie clothes because he was that small. So I didn't know what Morgan's thinking, how big her baby's going to be, but it can't hurt to have 4 onesies already ready, newborn size, just in case your little one is a little more little than you thought and you weren't prepared. And I actually did get these on clearance, so if she doesn't end up using them, it is what it is, but definitely needed more of these when he was born, and not something that I really thought about until he didn't fit any of his clothes. So that was a random thing, but I also wanted to include it because you could need anything really. Another thing is liquid IV. So if you haven't had these already, me and Lou have so many of these a day. It's just extra hydration. Something about, obviously after having a baby, I don't know, you're really thirsty, and then if you're breastfeeding or pumping, liquid is leaving you, so you need to replace it, and you get really, really thirsty. That first week, I was so thirsty. So these just give you like 3 times hydration as 1 bottle of water, and they actually taste really good. So our favorites are the lemon lime and the one with the immune system in it. So I included 4 of those for her. I don't know if she likes them or has them before, but can't go wrong with that. I also had a lot of granola bars my first month, but I didn't want to include any food because it's going from Colorado to Virginia, and I don't want anything to be weird temperatures. So that's something I did not include. And last but not least, I included a very soft blanket for mom, because you're basically spending all your time on the couch. At least I do, or with baby. So a nice soft blanket is the way to go. I bought 2 blankets before we went to the hospital, and me and Lou both had them in the hospital, and it was the best thing. And now that blanket reminds me of the hospital, so it's cute. I don't know if she's going to bring this one to the hospital, but you can't go wrong with a nice soft blanket. This one's from Target, and I don't know, so I wanted to include that. And let me show you the basket that I'm actually going to send all the stuff in. So I got this basket from Target. I don't know, it's normally, there's no price. It was actually on clearance as well. It was only $5. I think it's normally like 20 something dollars. It was. So that was a good one, and all this will fit perfectly in here. She can put this whole thing in her bathroom. Hopefully it's not too big, and it's all in one place for her, so she doesn't have to go looking for anything. So I wanted to definitely have a cute basket. Her house is so cute, and I didn't want to be ugly, so I hope this is to her liking. But anyway, that is everything that I needed postpartum. When I say postpartum, I mean like the first, literally coming out of the hospital, first month. So, and then of course I got a card, and I also got index cards because I was going to write how I used everything, but I might just send her to this video because she'll definitely get this box before this video comes out. But yes, that is everything I used postpartum. If you would like to add anything that you used for your postpartum experience, please leave it down in the comments. I am definitely going to reference my video when I have another baby because I'm definitely going to forget, and I'm just glad I want to document all of this. And sorry for all the noises that this little guy made, but he's a miracle. So I want to show you how I put it all in this basket. It fits really well. So I put the blanket underneath it all so I can cover it up and put it in the box so that everything will stay in its place. Obviously she can take the blanket out when she gets this. Just it fits better like this. I put the onesies back here. The soaps I just left in the box because I don't want them to spill. The washcloths, and then I put the coconut oil, the spray. This is the Perry bottle. I took it out of the box. I took the briefs out of the box because it fits better. Everything needs to be under this to fit perfectly in the box I'm sending it in. I took the pads out. Sorry, that's Lewis. I'm holding him. And here's the stool softener as well. So everything fits in here perfectly. It'll fit a little less snug when the blanket's out, and obviously she doesn't need the coconut oil next to the toilet or the onesies, so there'll be more room. And then I'm gonna write the card out and put that on here, and then put the blankets like this, and then put in the box and ship it. Alrighty, and that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I post every Saturday. I hope to do more vlogs. Of course, I always do grocery hauls and stuff like that. So look forward to vlogs and grocery hauls. I plan to just do one vlog a month of the previous month. I'll see how that goes for me, just because I don't vlog a lot and I don't have a lot going on in my life. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you very soon. Say bye, Lewis. Bye. Bye.